We are live at Falcor Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. So it's Evgeny Gradovich, the 171. So it's Evgeny Gradovich, the former IBF featherweight champion of the world. He beat Billy Dibb to earn that belt and defended it in a rematch with Dibb as well. Two great fights. It's the Pac-Man, making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction, an absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done? One of the most recognizable boxers in the history of the sport.
Look at this, these fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Igrim, Russia, the former featherweight title holder known as El Ruso Mexicano, Evgeny Gradovich. Fighting out of the blue corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
The heat of the crowd, the action, the noise, that carnival atmosphere. It's a lot to take in.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. No respect for each other's punching power. Left hook just missed. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense on that hook. Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the second round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. He scores with the counter. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You've got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Gradovich is hurt. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. Can't score with that hook again. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good work out there. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. It's your team. Great work. Stay focused. Don't worry back into the fight. Great work. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. He's ready to go. He's got to be smart.
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Block that right hook. They got out of the way of that right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? El Ruso Mexicano may be going down. And down goes Gradovich. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response.
There's the bell to start round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
A perfect counter shot. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. These two fighters are made for one another. time they drop their guard, they get caught. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast counter. Fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That left hook missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornerman.
And there's the bell for round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last...
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Get up, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
There's a counter shot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
They believe it.
Just keep him on the edge.
This is the beginning of round 6. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Well done with that counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That hook just can't find the target. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just misses with that uppercut. That counter, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
Is when you talk about champ.
Here we go. It's round 7. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right,
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Gradovich is wobbly. And Gradovich is down. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot. Clear the head.
Whoa, Johnny. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back.
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.